Hi everyone, welcome back to our biology class. Today we are going to learn microsporogenesis. In the previous video we already discussed about the microsporangium, LS of flower and floriculture, etc. Today we can learn about microsporogenesis. What is microsporogenesis? It is the formation of microspore or pollen grains where in the microspore mother cell. Let us discuss more about the formation of pollen grains. In microsporangium, there is a microspore producing cell. That microspore producing cell we can call as the microspore mother cell. This microspore mother cell undergo meiosis cell division and will produce 4 haploid microspore or pollen grains. In which way it produce pollen grains or microspore? It undergo meiosis cell division and like this way it can produce 4 haploid microspore or pollen grains. These 4 haploid microspore otherwise we can call it as microspore tetrads. Is it clear? So that process of the production of microspore or pollen grain inside the microsporangia we can call it as microsporogenesis. Okay. Next we can discuss the structure of microspore or pollen grain. A pollen grain consists of the following parts. What are they? Exin, intine and germ pore. All these are the parts of a pollen grain. First we can learn about exin and intine or intine. What is exin and intine? These are the two walls of the pollen grain, whereas exin is the hard, thick ornamental wall and intine is the thin wall of the pollen grain. Okay. What is exin? It is the thick, hard ornamental wall, whereas intine is the thin wall of the pollen grain. This exin consists of a material. That material we can call it as sporopollenin. Actually, what is sporopollenin? It is a decay-resistant complex biopolymer that constitutes the outer wall of the pollen grain. Okay, actually it is a decay-resistant biopolymer where it is present on the outer wall of the pollen grain. What is that outer wall? Exin, and it can resist the following substances like organic material, high temperature, acid, alkalis. From all these conditions, it can protect the pollen grains. Okay, that is the role of sporopollenin. Next, we can learn about germ pore. It is the circular aperture in exin where sporopollenin absent. What is germ pore? It is the circular aperture present in exin wall where what is absent? Sporopollenin absent. So that circular aperture we can call as germ pore. What is the role of germ pore? From this germ pore only what can arise? Pollen tube can arise or it can emerge. Next, the last part we can call as the intine. Okay, the inner wall of the pollen grain we can call as intine. It is a thin and continuous layer made up of cellulose and pectin. Actually, intine is the thin wall and it is continuous layer made up of cellulose and pectin. These are the two building component of intine. Okay, so these are the parts of a pollen grains or microspore. What are the parts? It consists of three parts. Outer hard parts we can call as the exine wall, and inner thin wall we can call as the intine wall. In between we can see germ pore where sporopollen is absent. Is it clear? Next we can learn some additional information about pollen. Pollen grain can cause severe allergies. Bronchial affliction. What is bronchial afflictions? Bronchial affliction means bronchial distress, or it is a state of pain. Next, chronic respiratory disorders like asthma, bronchitis, all these can cause us by pollen grain allergy. Okay, pollen grain allergy can lead to this following chronic respiratory disorders. What are they? Asthma and bronchitis. Okay, especially Parthenium or carrot grass can lead to this pollen allergy. Okay, what is a Parthenium? It is a genus of North American shrubs within Daisy family. Okay, this plant's pollen grain can leads to pollen allergy. Next, nutritional value of pollen grains. Pollen grain rich in nutrients. Pollen grains rich in nutrients. So we can make pollen tablets as a food supplements as well as pollen syrup. Okay, so by using pollen grain we can make pollen tablets and pollen syrup, because pollen grains are rich in nutrients. Because of this nutritive value only we are using pollen grain for making pollen tablets and pollen syrup. Okay, these tablets and syrup we can use in athletes and horses for increasing their performance. So these are the roles of pollen grains, tablets and syrup. Okay, next, pollen banks. What is pollen banks? Pollen banks are the place where pollen grains of a large number of species are stored for years in liquid nitrogen under minus 196 degree Celsius temperature. Okay, this process of preservation we can call as cryopreservation. Cryopreservation. So pollen grains, where it is preserved in pollen banks under which temperature? Under minus 196 degree Celsius temperature, where in liquid nitrogen only we can keep this pollen grains for years. Okay, that process of preservation we can call as the cryopreservation. Is it clear? What is a pollen bank? The place where the pollen grains are preserved. I hope all of you understood this topic well. I will come with a new video in the next class. Till then, bye. Thank you.